Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Grim Dawn. We're playing with the Ashes of Malmouth expansion as a Necromancer, and we have a nice army of minions with us. Today we're gonna head into the Conflagration. It's not probably not the most ideal location for us, and we will probably end up having to resummon our skeletons quite often. Because after all, it is one area that has a lot of ground damage going on, and it's just gonna hurt. There's no doubt about that. On the other hand, if we manage to make it through, the skeletons might as well. Maybe I should. I managed to lose the icons for my minions. No, actually the summons are simply... oh, they're there. Sure. And there's an odd thing. Very odd thing. Did I just happen to press a key binding I was not aware of to hide it? And then also the question of course becomes, why the heck would you ever want to hide the health bars for your minions? Oh, this is pretty nice. Now being a summoner and having some ranged spells, definitely useful for simply blowing up these ether crystals. So we can then just pick up the pieces. And that barely went okay. But it went okay. We survived. And in the end, that is the important part. Okay, did we happen to miss out on another crystal over there? Yes, we did. Here. Please, be infested with a reaping spirit. Just click it to at least make the pathfinding work. And then we move forward. Okay, so this is rather convenient. Okay, so this leads forward to the entrance into Port of Volbury, which is actually an area I still have to do. But today that's not going to be what we're going to do. I did get distracted by that one before, and it was quite a journey. Another mark of the Myrmidon? Sweet. Oh. That's not the mark of the Myrmidon I was looking for. It was another one. It's mark of something. At some point the names do start to all blur through each other. So, in addition to simply the area itself being rather hostile to you, the monsters are also of a higher level than you yourself. I mean, we've just encountered level 42 enemy. That's a little on the high side. So, to advanced one more point in here. The next level we can grab some new skills. This is all part of the journey towards Port of Volbury. And I think for this series I will end up doing all of the challenge dungeons. So that's going to be the Steps of Torment, that's going to be Port Volbury, and that's going to be the Bastion of Chaos. Especially because this is a rather quick build. So I think those dungeons will not be a exercise in patience, just like it would have been with the soldier. Just ducking through here, then we should be able to just move along a little bit further. Alright, note to self, let's just leave a portal here, just in case. Because it is a rather far walk otherwise to get back here. And we would have to brave all of the same dangers we've done on the way in. Interesting detail here is all 9 of our skeletons are still alive. I am surprised by that. I had not expected them to survive all of the ground damage. But maybe, just maybe, the ground effects only apply to me, not to the minions? Or no, there might just be something going on that makes it much easier to survive for the minions than it is for me. Well, anyway, sending in a Reaping Spirit, pretty nice. And we can just walk around here. Hello there, Herald of Flame. You are the boss of this area. Okay, that's the first stage. Excellent. So actually just do some devouring spirits to lower your resistances. And then... oh, now we actually lose some of our minions. But it's alright, because the enemy is nearly dead. Yeah, damage output, we can do it. Also, staying alive, I can do that as well. It's a bit more of a challenge with area damage like this, but it's doable nonetheless. Signet of a Rune, Father, Death Sentence and Inquisitor Seal. That's not meant for me. And an abandoned cannon, so let's claim it. Bring down some dynamite. And more minions, and let's upgrade our skeleton count back to 9. Okay, wonderful. I believe this is... it's... oh yeah, might as well just clear this crystal. And again a... what was it called again? Gluttony did attack it without me actively casting something, so... I'm still of the opinion that minions... maybe under some certain circumstances can trigger it, and it's not just direct attacks, but it seems infrequent and unreliable enough that I'm not entirely sure if it's always the case. Maybe it's just certain minions. It's I don't know, it's an odd thing. Okay. Let me talk with this soldier. There you go. And we got some money, we got some reputation, and it's all good. Hey, we got a ring. Ah, yeah, that was the ring we didn't really care about. I did already side with the Order of Death's Vigil, talked with everybody, so now we can leave town and we can join our new friends. Hello there, Harbinger. You're not my new friend. Looking for Necromancers. Hello. Oh, there's more. I do like that the spirit just teleports to whatever victim it intends to murder, and then just proceeds to murder it. Now, on the other hand, now if you don't really have all that long to live, then having a teleport to move between foes so you can be more effective when dealing damage, it does make a lot of sense. Especially considering it is a spectre. It's flavorful as well as useful. More little Catonians. Of Catonians, something along those lines. And the Bloodsworn. And our very first seal of binding. We need to... I think we need about 3 or 5 of those seals to complete one of the first initiation rites for the Order of Death's Vigil. I believe they wanted them. Also, fun thing, this is the enemy faction, Kamis Chosen. You can just go up here and murder their guards. You can't go inside, but no, you can get a couple of free kills by just going up here, and well, they'll like you even less for it. It's a nice way to just get some reputation with the faction that you're friendly with, and get some negative reputation with the faction that you are hostile to. Hello there, friends. I am Necromancer too. It's the first time I enter the bastion of the order here, and not playing a build that I wish were a Necromancer. I'm actually a Necromancer now. This is so much better than all the previous times.
May the specter of death guard your path.
So, what do you want? I will recover the remains. Malkadar's remains. Okay. Keeper of Artifact. Let's have a quick look at what we can buy here. Of course, are there any new blueprints? Okay, so there's no new blueprints for sale, because otherwise I would have had something here that's listed as that's not listed as already learned. Did any of the existing items here get changed? +1 to Harbinger of Souls instead of only to the Menhir's Will. So this is definitely for the Death Knights, the Soldier Necromancer. Grants of Vitality Barrage. Chance on attack. It's a bunch of projectiles that leech as life. Not a bad one for an offhand, but of course we already have something much better. A scythe, of course, as a Necromancer. Walking around with a scythe is very stylish. Not all that effective for us though. Ooh, that's a lot of cold damage. If you're playing a Nightblade Necromancer combo, a Reaper, then keep in mind, if you're using Bone Harvest as your main skill, Harvester of Death will convert all the physical damage to cold damage. You will end up doing a lot of cold damage, especially because the Nightblade also has a cold damage affinity. So having a cold flash like this, which also does a lot of cold damage and has a freeze chance, it's probably gonna synergize incredibly well for that build. Let's see, another offhand. Lifestealer Nova, that's actually something that you can find more often on some random green items. And some Death's Investments, which... Okay, so there's nothing completely wowing about this. There's nothing that's really boosting your skills all that much. Well, +1 to Harbinger of Souls is alright, I suppose. But all the damage bonuses are just weird. Well, that's it for here. What do you have? Order supplier. Yes. Buy some scrap. Might as well just sell the things that we don't really care for. But don't use pistols. We already have something better. And then for this one, this is good. Decent retaliation, but we're not really a retaliation build. And there's no pet bonuses on here, so bye bye. And nothing useful in the other things. We'll just keep. This one has some alright relevant damage bonuses, but I think we might end up just losing too much other useful things. So, for now, this is it. Let's prove our worth by killing lots and lots of cultists. I don't think there's a lot of institutions where you do have to prove your worth by killing lots of things and fighting the enemies and things like that. I think these days we're a little more civilized than that. Let's see. Might as well have a look for the witch event over here. Comet's chosen. Kill them. Kill them all. Wonderful. They are no longer there. It does feel like the minions are a little more sturdy now. I wonder if it's simply the couple bonus points I put into Morgan's Dragon's Pact, or whether it is that we've been able to just outnumber the enemies, or that the mix of minions is good, or that the use of the Spectre just draws more attention away from the enemies. Anyway, it works out alright. Nathaniel Thorn, what's going on here? I wish to speak to the Taken first. Hello. I think we need to just talk with her, and then I will... Yeah, I will speak with him, because then he'll attack me, and then he'll be the bad guy. I'm not convinced she's Taken. There is no proof. Wait, what? No, forget it. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Hello. And we get a witch's effigy, which might have been useful if we didn't have a very nice offhand already, but bonus to minion damage, bonus to ult damage. There's quite a nice bunch of nice things on this one. Well, at least that wraps up this event. Let me just double check the questies. We have to go... Ah yeah, Malgadar in the Bloodgrove, so he's just out in one of the fields. Oh, I saw something quest related. Final salutes. Ah, an insignia. Oh, some Death's Vigil buddies. It's completely confusing to suddenly see something that is not hostile to me. Another Black Legion insignia. Corpse target. I must say that with this army after me, it is so much more convenient to deal with larger groups of enemies, since the minions are really good at just mopping up some stray enemies, so I can just walk in, focus on clearing like the main group of enemies, and then by the time I'm done in the middle, the minions will have dealt with the remainder. Lots of loot. Okay, blocked passage. It's always a bit of random running around in these areas. That's always how it feels like. And at some point you're just done with all the questies. That's I guess no, for running around in the forest it is thematically appropriate. Most of the time there's no street signs or anything inside of a forest, so running around aimlessly until you find what you were looking for, well, it does make sense. And it is a bit of a contrast with some of the other places in the game, which are much more predictable, much more straightforward. These are Malkadar's remains, which we just bring back home. Okay, we need 2 more sigils and yes, another devotion shrine. That's another point in the Raven tree, and I think we could pick up some loot there. Yep. Wonderful. Devotion shrine. We can do it. Ruins, what do we need to fix it? A seal of binding, we just found one. Consecrated wrapping, that's also wonderful. That is 1 point for us. So we were focusing on the Raven, so this is the second point. So 2 more points are needed to complete this. But it's going to be a bit of a journey still until we grab our true goal. I mean, the initial goal was to get Typhos, that's 18 points in total to unlock him. Next one is going to be Ratosh the Veil Warden, who has some very nice triggered abilities, especially this one. Reduced vitality resistance and life leech resistance means against bosses we should be able to do much more life leech damage, which is gonna be pretty nice for staying alive in the tougher fights. And the reduction in vitality resistance, it does stack rather nicely with, on the one hand, Devouring Swarm, and on the other hand we also have Spectral Wrath, which also reduces enemy vitality resistance as well as ether resistance. So all in all, there are plenty of sources of resistance reduction which should help us boost our damage in the fights where we need it the most. I think I saw something over here. Oh, some prisoners cry out for help. Yep, can go back to town. And there's another of the insignia that completes that. So let's double check. We completed the insignia, we have to go back, and we have to go back. Wonderful. But of course there is still a waypoint to capture, so we might as well go there. But before that, let's have a look. There is a purple boss dude in here. A cultist who tends to have a lot, and then I mean a lot of health, and is very tanky. Would be nice if you could find him. I think it was Bolvar the Bloodbinder. And then just see just how fast we can take him down as a comparison to some other builds. Okay, that's via the left hand side here. Tricky forest. Okay, there's stuff happening there. Okay, these are our friends and some random cultists. Doubt they would spawn faction NPCs next to a boss. That would be a little odd. Takes some of the challenge out of the boss fight. Okay, even more. That's just a bit of a bad omen on these Manticores, so they run away since they are some high damage enemies. But taking the sting out that way definitely helps. And there is an altar here which drops a Oathbreaker. What's an Oathbreaker do? It's a gun, which has +2 to Brimstone. And the set has +3 to Brimstone, so if you're into Brimstone, the Oathbreaker set is gonna be useful, I guess. Let's see, Chthonic Rift, it's a little bit more and then we can just jump into the rift. I'm ignoring the extra corpses because I don't really want to have more insignias in my inventory than I need right now. Since though on high difficulties we'll get through here again and then there's gonna be plenty more insignias. Okay, no Bolvar the Bloodbinder over here. Actually, we can ignore these rifts for now, I realize, because we will be heading back there once we have had a chat with the avatar of Mog Dragon a bit further into the game, and then we need to backtrack anyway. Interesting that for a lot of the quests in the game you can clear the objectives before you get the quest. But in this case, picking up the pieces from the Chthonic realm doesn't quite work without the quest. So there's no real point in going in the rift. And there we have Bolvar. 42 against my 39. And look at him just melt. I'm pleased with this. This was a very nice outcome for the fight. Oh, I was still going towards the portal. Might as well tag it, so we know for sure that we can't forget to do so. Because that would be totally something for me to forget to tag the portal that I was relatively close to. Oh, we did lose one of our minions. It's nice though, the larger your army is, the less meaningful it is to lose 1 or 2 minions in a fight. Because the percentage of damage output is not gonna go down as fast as it's otherwise would. I think the Chthonic Seals of Binding is something that you need to collect for the Order of for the Khaim's Chosen, for the other faction. Because that would give you a reason to quest in the same area. So, we have the remains. Oh, now we need the seals, okay. So that was just the follow-up. That's fine as well, I suppose. At least we have done this and we can move forward with our lives. Portal to town, because that's what we can do here. Let's see, Captain Summer and Scoutmaster Lysel.
I am told that I could not when the
The
Legion was
cold
forced
must
to
be
abandon the
stopped.
capital.
Wonderful. So next up is gonna be Karos, Sigil of Cthulhu. Yeah, so that's gonna be toward Darkvale already. And that handed in just a simple side quest, no bigger story implications or anything. So we got ourselves a blue item, another blue item, and yeah, some green items that are not actually all that great. Oh well, loot is loot. And of course we don't complain too much about it. We did hit level 40. Yes, so one more point here, then this helps us boost our maximum life, and then let's continue going, because our goal is going to be the Wendigo Totem, which is yet another tool to help us heal things and damage things, and because it is vitality damage based, we can actually get quite a lot out of it. But that is gonna be for a future episode where we'll unlock it. For now, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching and hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.